Hello and welcome guys to another video where we talk about carbon markets, news from the carbon markets, carbon credits, and how to make money with carbon. If you're interested in this topic, please make sure to like and subscribe. This helps the algorithm. And also please check out the Facebook group and the Discord channel where we exchange ideas and information. Today we're going to talk about carbon capture and storage, CCS. Earlier this year, this technology made headlines when Bill Gates announced he would invest in Carbfix, a company that turns carbon dioxide into stone, also known as carbon capture and storage. So what is carbon capture and storage? How does it work? Well, to say it very simply, you take an industrial process that produces CO2 and then you plug a carbon capture facility into that process, and then you store the CO2 in form of a liquid or in form of a solid. There are three different types of carbon capture: pre-combustion, post-combustion, and oxy-fuel combustion. However, I will not go into detail of the technology in this video. There are many more videos on YouTube that explain the technology. I will just focus on the carbon credits, carbon pricing aspect of it, and how to invest in it. A big point of criticism of carbon capture and storage is that it is too expensive to be viable in the carbon credits markets. Some sources say that it has to be above $85 per credit to make CCS projects viable. Others speak of $20 to $60. However, it is clear that the cost of a CCS carbon and capture facility are very high. This must be installed upfront. The upfront costs are high. It is also quite a new technology, or to say it better, quite a new market. There has not been an economy of scale yet. So each facility has to be built under enormous costs. This makes the price per ton of carbon sequestered very high compared to other technologies. So for CCS to be viable on a broad scale, it has to be that the carbon price is above $85 per ton. But on the other hand, there might be a huge potential in this technology. As we see from the task force of scaling voluntary carbon markets, there's a huge need for carbon credits that are not nature-based solutions. So technology-created carbon credits, because nature-based solutions are basically the low-hanging fruit. And from then on, we need to find other technologies to produce carbon credits if we want to achieve these climate goals, or if we want companies and countries to be climate neutral. So it is estimated that it's going to be a $5 billion market by 2026. Right now we are around 2.8 billion. But the market is growing. A lot of facilities in operation and development. The International Energy Agency roadmap to 2050 shows there's a big need of investment and growth in this space. So how can we invest in carbon capture and storage? It must be said that a lot of startups, a lot of small companies are still privately held. Also, the one Bill Gates invested in is privately held, but there are some public companies that have carbon capture programs. The biggest and most famous one is Carbon Capture. This is a direct play on carbon capture and storage. So this company just does carbon capture and storage. Focused mainly in Northern Europe, but also looking at North America. The company has already some working projects and has 13 more projects under development or in early planning. Even though the revenue grew by 45% in a quarter, they experienced a loss of earnings before interest and taxes and depreciation and amortization. So even though the revenue increased, the loss was bigger than the quarter before. But if we look at the share price went from around 16 krona last year, which is about 1.7 USD, to now almost 30 krona, Norwegian krona for that matter, which is $3.30, around $3.30. So that is almost a double in 1 year. So the share price has a good performance. People have confidence in this company. They are also well capitalized. They raised a lot of money in Q3 of 2021. So they have enough capital to start new projects. And that's exactly what they want to do. They plan to do 10 million tons CO2 per year by 2025. And from what I know, this is going to go into the European compliance markets. Another company, a new company, is Delta Cleantech. This company does not focus entirely on carbon capture and storage, has other services as well, but does carbon capture and storage or carbon capture initiatives. This company operates globally, so in North America, in the UK and Europe, as well as China, Saudi Arabia, and Australia. They also experienced an operating loss in the period till September 2021, but are also well capitalized to seek new projects. Their shares started trading at around September of 2021 and have taken a bit of a hit since then. But like I said, a very young company, not a long time since they're publicly traded. And I made a quick calculation. So they're trading at about 2.5 NAV, so 2.5 times net asset value. And they're only traded on the Canadian Securities Exchange. As always, I will put the details in the description below. Check it out if you're interested. So in my opinion, this is a very young market and it has a lot of potential, but it still needs time to grow. It also needs the carbon price to get higher. But there's a lot of hope and a lot of confidence behind this technology. Even though personally I'm more a fan of nature-based solutions, I think as a whole our society likes the idea of technology being able to solve all our problems. And I think this is why this technology will get pushed. It remains to be seen if the carbon price gets up that high. But if it does, then buckle your seatbelts, because the good thing about carbon capture and storage is that it's very reliable, that you can measure how much carbon you sequester, and basically we will always need some sort of conventional energy production, and you just have to plug a CCS facility, to say it very simply, next to a conventional energy production, and then you can just capture the carbon and sequester it. And there are a lot of power plants around the world, so the potential is huge. And the only real alternative are renewable energies. And in my opinion, we cannot have 100% renewable energies. We will always have a mix, especially worldwide. So as always, I want to know, what do you think of carbon capture and storage? Do you think it's gonna get bigger in the future? Let me know in the comment section, and please make sure to give this video a like and also share this video. I'm trying to get some guests from inside the carbon markets on this program. If many more people watch these videos, I will get more access to more higher up people. So please make sure to support this channel. Check out the Discord server and Facebook group. As always, I thank you and I will see you in the next video.